Good morning and welcome. I apologize for my voice today, allergy season, so bear with me. This is really an exciting event for all of us here in the building. It's a chance to take a moment and recognize some students over a wide range of activities, both academic and non-academic areas that have really contributed tremendously to what makes Brockton High so special. And it's a chance for all of us to kind of say in our own way, thank you, and for their parents and their family to see how much we appreciate their presence and how much they meant to the school and how richer our lives are having gotten to know them. We typically start off with, we have a little contest in the spring where students submit essays about a teacher who's made an impact on their lives. And so we are going to have Nicole Mclaren start off our awards with a reading of her letter about a teacher that had a big impact on her. Nicole?
Hello. I was truly given the biggest blessing in high school a girl could ever ask for. Going to school every day never really bothered me, and I had a fun time through my high school years. But having Mrs. Baker junior and senior year was the cherry on top of everything. Getting into IB English was an honor, especially after going to an IB middle school. So walking into it, I already knew that I would enjoy the curriculum more than just average classes. So many of my friends I had in the grade above me had mentioned how much they loved Mrs. Baker and how she was even referenced as Mom. I remember the first day of her class and feeling how welcoming and warm-hearted she was. Time went on in class where Mrs. Baker and I grew closer, and my respect for her just skyrocketed. She didn't just push me intellectually as a student, but she influences me in all other aspects outside of school. Her genuine nature always really connected with me and made me want to obtain traits she carried so well. Her journey through life gravitated me to always strive for my best. Even when I wanted to just give up some moments when life was just too much, I couldn't because the thought of letting her down was so upsetting. I don't know, I'm crying. I learned much more than to be a better writer and a better analyst. I learned to carry myself with pride even on my worst days and to be brave even when everyone else was afraid. I learned that I am capable of so much more than I could think. Most importantly, I learned that to always be myself and to never shy away from it. Her confidence and comfort within just oozes from her soul and touches everyone around her. Mrs. Baker might never know this, but she truly has driven me in the path leading towards success, and I forever will cherish her, having her for 2 years at such a vital time in my life. I hope one day she sees me achieving my goals and is proud to know she motivated me in life. Julia Baker deserves all the recognition possible, not just for helping me, but for all the others she's touched. Now in my final days as a senior in high school, I can see why she's been labeled Mom to so many of her students. Mrs. Baker will continue to be an inspiration to so many kids in classes to come.
So you can handle this award.
Thank you.
Well, that's a hard act to follow. I'll try. So I get to go next, and I complain all the time that I'm by myself, that I don't have an associate or an assistant principal. I don't really, but I think that sounds good. But this is one of those instances where I do pull rank, and I get to actually select 2 students who have made an impact, I think, not only on me, obviously, but also on our school. Like I said a few moments ago, these are students who, in their own way, are leaders. Leadership can take many forms, and these are 2 very unique young adults who I think have contributed greatly to our school, the school climate, and in a very positive, very energetic way. So our first student is Montoya Kampala. I thought you would sashay up here at the answers. So to quote several of his teachers and coaches, Montoya truly embodies what it means to embrace your high school experience. Since he walked through the doors as a freshman, he has made the most of each and every moment in his high school career. This is several of his teachers now. He has done this all while helping his classmates along the way. He sets the standard for positive attitude, cooperation, and enthusiasm. He is an outstanding student in his IB classes. One of his teachers commented, he works as hard as anyone, and he'll make whatever he's doing his own, even when it's a struggle or something that he's not comfortable with. Montoya has been involved in many other activities besides his schoolwork. He was senior class president, represented BHS at the DESE conference, and actually got to meet the Commissioner of Education at UMass Amherst. He was a member of the Halftime Dancers, concert choir, Newsies. He directed at FebFest and was in the morning announcements, which he typically ran down the hallways, I heard, through Azure, yelling, he's late, but he always seemed to get there to do the Pledge of Allegiance. And my favorite memory of Montoya this year is the opening scene in What the Bellhop Saw when he was dancing to Bruno Mars across the stage. That will always be indelibly etched in my mind. It was quite a performance. The theme throughout my conversations with his teachers, classmates, and my own observations is that Montoya is an incredible person who makes everyone better when they're around him. His positive energy is infectious, and he has been a huge part of our school this year and the years prior to me being here. It really has been my pleasure getting to know him these past few years. We wish him the best of luck at Loyola down in New Orleans next year as he continues to pursue his dreams. So congratulations.
Thank you so much.
All right, kiddo. And this is from me. All right. Thank you. Okay. My second student, and again, this is my privilege, is Jayla Smith. So Jayla, would you come up here? So Jayla is one of those rare individuals who is selfless as they come. To quote one of her coaches, she works harder than anyone, sets the highest standards for her teammates, and then helps them meet them, doing this with the best positive attitude she's ever seen. As a former coach, I can attest you can't ask for anything more from a player. The neat thing about Jayla is she does the same thing throughout the school. Her teachers say the same things: great work ethic, incredibly positive attitude, always willing to help her peers in class. There is an energy and a positive aura that surrounds her spirit and makes people feel good and smile. Now, don't get me wrong, she's still a fierce competitor. This I've observed both on the soccer pitch and on the hardwood. Jayla has been involved in so many facets of our school. She was part of the morning announcements. And again, I didn't know there were that many different pairs of Crocs that students could wear, but it was quite impressive. She, too, was out of breath a lot of times as she made her way to the announcements. But she always made sure, no matter how hectic or crazy or how rushed we were, she always wanted to have the last say, and it was always to say, have a great day. And that was how we started every day the last 180 days out, was Jayla telling us all to enjoy what we're doing. It was important to her, it was her thing, and a great way for all of us to start the day. A tremendous student with aspirations to be a doctor. She's a member of the National Honor Society, Senior Executive Committee, and our student representative on the school committee, captain of both the girls' soccer and basketball teams, and she has not missed a day of school in her entire career, which I have a little story about. Her desire to be in school is so strong that I watched her roll an ankle in the fall at an evening soccer match, and she looked in agony, so I went down, because I was nosy, and asked how she was doing, and I'm actually kind of familiar with that injury and could not believe the pain she was in, and I thought, well, we won't see her for a couple days. But lo and behold, who comes hobbling in with crutches to say have a great day the next morning was Jayla. So she was invested 100% in our school, in everything that goes on here. Really an incredible example of her attitude. Jayla's a remarkable young woman who has touched so many of us at BHS. We wish her the very best as she pursues her dream of being a podiatrist at Howard University in Washington, D.C. this fall. Congratulations. All right. Good luck to you. All right. Okay, so next is going to be the greenhouse with Mr. Donovan.
Thank you, Doctor. Welcome, parents, friends, and families. Today's celebration is one of our favorite events of the year, when we get to celebrate the accomplishments of some of our best and brightest, sitting right here. Today it's my pleasure to honor one of the finest people you will know and meet at Brockton High School. Would Miss Alexandra Eunice please join me? Every year, each of the 4 houses in the building give the Dean's Award to a student who demonstrates excellent behavior, character, and academics, all while someone who's been at the high school for all 4 years. This year's recipient of the Green Dean's Award is Miss Alexandra Eunice. Alexandra is a true leader who always models boxer pride in everything she does. And she wears a smile doing it, as you can see here. Alex is graduating with a full IB diploma, as well as the seal of biliteracy. She's a member of the National Honor Society and an officer in the National Foreign Language Honor Society. Alexandra has been awarded the President's Volunteer Service Award for all of her community service she's performed over the past 4 years. Alex was also selected from a pool of thousands of applicants to participate in the Model G20 Summit held at Harvard University last year with fellow standout students from all over the world. Alexandra is the president and co-founder of the Model Brockton City Council and has been very active in the BHS music program, which I think we'll hear about later, where she plays first clarinet in the advanced concert band, wind ensemble, and marching band. Outside of school, Alexandra is an avid dancer for over 15 years and is a leader in her church youth group. Next year, she plans on taking her talents to the heights of Boston College, where she will be majoring in international relations as a precursor to a possible career in the law. Please join me in congratulating Alexandra as the Green Dean's Award winner. Congratulations. Very proud of you. Next up will be Miss Kopp from the Red House.
Good morning. Thank you, Mr. Donovan. My name is Carolyn Kopp, and I am the Dean of the Red Building here at Brockton High School. It is my pleasure to recognize Jordan Williams as the 2019 recipient of the Red House Dean's Award. Jordan is here. See this smile? That's the way he is all the time. Please let me share a little bit about Jordan and why he's so deserving of this award. Jordan is a young man who excels both academically and athletically. He is a strong student who ranks in the top third of his class with a consistent appearance on the honor roll all during his 4 years here at Brockton High School. Equally as important, though, is his athletic talents. Athletically, Jordan is nothing short of inspirational. His hard work and dedication has made him a track superstar. Now, everyone knows here, my colleagues, they all know I'm basically allergic to the gym. So getting to know Jordan in this capacity and seeing what he has done is amazing and has been eye-opening and very inspiring for me. It's actually made me want to spend a little more time in the gym, actually. So thank you for that, Jordan. But as a member of the varsity track team since the 9th grade, Jordan has excelled in every event he has participated in. He's one of the top hurdlers in the state. He's broken 2 school records and was selected to represent the state of Massachusetts in the Junior Olympics. And as recent as last Thursday, he won the Division I East Pentathlon, shattering the meet record from previous years. And then he even made it in time to attend the senior prom. So he showed up basically running in to the senior prom, right, with his girlfriend. But I was happy to allow him to do that because he should be participating in those kinds of events too. So I was happy to see him all dressed up in a slightly different light. But all of this from Jordan and a smile like that you just saw, and a personality that is like no other. He is an inspiration to the young, the students that he coaches in the community track, but he's also a friend to everyone. There's not anyone who meets Jordan who you mention his name who doesn't smile, knowing what a wonderful young person that he is. He's a coach to the young and a good friend to many. And next year, he will take his talents to UMass Lowell on the track and field in a full athletic scholarship, where he will also major in athletic training and/or physical education. Not sure yet. Right? We're going to figure that one out. But I will miss Jordan greatly next year. He's been a great addition to the Red House and someone who's a go-to for me. So congratulations, Jordan. You're very deserving of this award. Best wishes. And now I'd like to introduce Miss Elaine Alves, the Dean of the Azure House.
Good morning. This year's recipient for the Dean's Award in the Azure House is Miss Lotta Mendes. At this time, would you please join me at the podium? Laura Mendes, who is also fondly known by many of her peers as the listener, who always drives her peers to be their better selves. Laura has had a goal of graduating from high school and entering into a collegiate program that focuses in psychology and business. Thus, in preparation, she has elected to partake in honors level courses in the concentrations of psychology and business. Laura's solid academic record, combined with her co-curricular programming in concert choir, harmonics, Latin club, and as captain of color guard, has established her as a committed and accomplished student. Next year, Laura will be attending Bridgewater State and will major in psychology and a minor in business. Congratulations, Laura. Yep. And now, Mr. Ahern from the Yellow House.
Good morning, everyone. Unfortunately, the Yellow House recipient, Sagoon Okunlola, could not be here with us this morning, but I'm going to talk about him anyways when he's in his absence. So Sagoon, better known to us as Sonny. Now, truth be told, I don't know how he got that nickname, Sonny. I don't know if it was given to him or earned. It might be because he's really big, his size, his personality, his winning smile and laugh, or maybe he became a reflection of that nickname. However it happened, Sonny has been the perfect fit for Yellow House. He radiates positivity and kindness every day. Now, I've known Sonny since 6th grade when I was the principal at North Middle School, and he was very large in 6th grade as well. But what makes Sonny the Dean's Award recipient is a direct result of his character. Sonny has the gift of being big, but that is only one piece to his success here at Brockton High School. Yes, his size has earned him time with the football team and the basketball team, where he served as both captain of both and recognized as an enterprise all-scholastic in football. But Sonny is a leader, and that's why he shines here with us today. Like the sun, he has a gravitational pull to draw people to him. He never makes excuses for his failures. He knows he controls two things, his attitude and his effort. This is in all phases of his life, academics and sports. The extra time after school in the gym, in the court, on the field, with his studies, has continually prepared Sonny going forward. It is no secret, success leaves clues. Sonny will continue this fall at East Coast Prep. Congratulations, Sonny, and best wishes going forward. Thank you. Okay, Mr. Corbett, Math Department Head.
Good morning. Every year, the Math Department gives an award for the student in the school who exhibits mathematical excellence in every way. In this year's award recipient will be Erin Hamlin. Now, when we ask for nominees for this award, we ask all of the senior teachers. And I take the words from the seniors teachers and read them to the student up here. So Ms. Glennon was the person that nominated Ms. Hamlin, and she said that Erin's intelligence as a parent through her grades, but what cannot be seen on paper is the amount of dedication and attention to detail she gives to everything she does. She is not afraid to take risks and learn from her mistakes. She is constantly helping those around her to ensure that everyone is achieving to their best ability. Erin is extremely personable, well-spoken, and will continue to excel as she continues her educational journey at Harvard this fall. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Jonathan Shapiro, Science Department Chair.
It is an absolute pleasure and honor to present this award for scientific excellence to an amazing young scientist, Francesca Demare. Francesca Demare has impressed teachers, students, professors, community leaders, industry professionals, the list goes on, throughout her entire time at Brockton High School. Her academic work in her classes was unparalleled, but exceeded only by her own scientific research outside of school. Her award-winning science fair projects rivaled the projects completed by collegiate seniors for their honors theses. At each of the past 4 science fairs, both internal and external judges have come to me to find out more about this amazing young scientist. It's hard to imagine BHS without Francesca's smiling face, intelligent and thoughtful questions, all of which she will be bringing with her to Princeton University. Francesca, please accept this award as a celebration of the student you have been here and the contributions to the field that you will undoubtedly have. Thank you. And presenting the English Department Award will be Nicole Mclaren.
Good morning. This year, the English department would like to recognize Joseph Acer. So his senior English teacher nominated him, Susan Boyd, and this is what she had to say about him. From the beginning of school, Joseph has been the most positive force in our class. Because of that influence, the entire class is active, enjoyable, and competitive in a healthy way. His grade has improved each term, and during term 3, when most seniors are shutting down, he earned an A. Joseph is a member of the track and football teams. He is a role model. He never complains about hard work, and he loves a challenge, like a student athlete should. Bernadette Sullivan, his creative writing teacher, said Joseph is a talented writer, especially with spoken word poetry. Students looked to him for help and encouragement, and he was always supportive. He was a motivated leader in creative writing. On behalf of the English department, I'm honored to award the Rosemary Corey Academic Excellence in English Award to Joseph Acer. Congratulations. I have something for you. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'd like to call up Mrs. Stephanie Landerholm for the Social Science Department Award.
Good morning. This year, the Social Science Department would like to recognize Alexandra Eunice for academic excellence and leadership in social science. Alexandra's social science teacher, Stacy Medina, nominated her for this award and had the following to say about her. Alexandra has positively represented the social science department, particularly with the work she produced over the course of her IB history course. For her external assessment, Alexandra composed an extraordinary essay focusing on the rise and fall of the shoe industry and the impact it had on the city of Brockton. Throughout this intensive research process, she worked alongside an archivist at Stonehill College, and because of her work, Stonehill actually plans to publish her paper in the future. Alexandra has also made her mark in the community by organizing a student election committee that has assisted the city of Brockton during the 2018 state elections. Most importantly, she exemplifies academic excellence, determination, and organization in her daily studies, always striving to improve and do her best. On behalf of the Social Science Department, I'm pleased to award the Academic Excellence and Leadership in Social Science Award to Alexandra Eunice. Thank you. Congratulations. Next is Miss Rachel Ambriana for the Classical and Modern Languages Award.
Good morning. Each year, the Classical and Modern Language Department recognizes 2 students, one for academic excellence and one for leadership. I'd like to please call Pamela Rodriguez Aleman and Alexandra Eunice up to the podium, please. Pamela is being recognized for her academic excellence in Spanish. All of Pamela's academic courses this year are AP, and she's received nothing below an A+ in any term of all of the Spanish classes she's taken at Brockton High School. Pamela is an active tutor in the Access Center for Spanish and is also a teaching assistant for Ms. Rebello's Spanish 1 class. Pamela will be one of the 14 students at graduation to receive the Massachusetts State Seal of Biliteracy. Mr. Roseman wanted to share that in his 18 years as an educator, this is the first time he's had a student rate superior on the National Proficiency Guidelines. He says that Pamela's Spanish is beautiful, eloquent, and refined. Alexandra, who also excels academically in Chinese, is being recognized for her leadership. Alexandra is the president of the Classical and Modern Language Honor Society and spends extra time both planning and running the meetings. She's also been an advocate for the IB program both in Brockton and at the State House in Boston. Alexandra traveled to China last summer and used that cultural experience to influence her work in IB art and to present to her peers in the IB class about her experiences. Alexandra is also one of the 14 students that will receive the Massachusetts State Seal of Biliteracy at graduation. Ms. Lee describes Alexandra as a wonderful model to other students and a natural leader. We're so proud of our 2 award recipients. On behalf of the Classical and Modern Language Department, I'm honored to present the awards for academic excellence to Pamela and the award for excellence in leadership to Alexandra. Congratulations. And next up, I'd like to call Ms. Christina Denevich from the Bilingual Department.
Good morning. It is with great pleasure that I present the Bilingual Department Josette Dubois Award for Academic Excellence and Leadership to siblings Manny and Marlis Fernandes. They have excelled academically, athletically, and personally in the 4 years that they spent with us. They started their academic journey in the literacy program in 2015 and 16, and here they are 4 years later, graduating with their class, having made the honor roll numerous times, which I think speaks volumes to their seriousness, to their education, their work ethic, and their high expectations for themselves. They are also talented athletes, and as members of our cross-country and track and field fields have earned many awards and have had many recognitions for their performance in the field. They have also selflessly given their time to be mentors in our Success at VHS program, because as they said, they remember their first day at Brockton High and wanted to make sure that new students would feel welcome and supported on their first days at VHS. They wanted their diploma badly. They worked really hard for it, and I am so proud that they have gotten it. Emmanuel will be pursuing his studies in criminal justice at UMass Dartmouth. Marlis will be majoring in nursing, also at UMass Dartmouth. They're not twins, even though we think about them as such. We wish them the best of luck, and on behalf of the Department for Bilingual and ESL Services, I am honored and very, very pleased to present the Josette Dubois Academic Achievement and Leadership Award to Manny and Marlis Fernandes. Marlis, Manny, dá braço. And now I would like to call Miss Kathy Legend, who coordinator for Guidance 6 to 12.
Good morning. I'm just looking to see if my student is here. Is Taylor here? I didn't see him. Let me tell you a little bit about Taylor. In honor of a retired guidance counselor who had a special way with students, the Richard Pyrus Guidance Award was created in his name to recognize one special senior each year who has succeeded in high school despite adversity. There's Taylor. Hi, Taylor. This senior incurred a major health issue at the young age of 11. This life-changing incident could have been devastating, but the student used it as an opportunity to work on the person he could be and to focus on what truly is important to him. He continues to live life with a sense of humor, to focus on caring for others and improve his faith. This life event has given him a new perspective on the world. He helps others who find themselves in similar circumstances and is grateful for the many people he has met. He continues his favorite activities such as playing the guitar and lifting weights both in and outside of school. He will be attending Bridgewater State next fall, where he'll major in music. At this time, it is with great pleasure to present this year's recipient of the Richard Pyrus Guidance Award, Taylor Diaz. I'd like to welcome Lieutenant Colonel Richard Clark from JROTC.
Good morning. On behalf of the Junior RC Department, we'd like to recognize two individuals. I'd like to call them up this time, Daniel Rodriguez and Giuliano Andrei. All right, before presenting the Captain Anthony Palermo Leadership Excellence Award, I would like to highlight Anthony's sacrifice. Captain Anthony Palermo graduated from Brockton High School in 1988. While on his second tour, he was killed by a roadside bomb in Baghdad, Iraq on April 6, 2007. According to his father, Anthony dreamed of becoming a soldier since he was 7. And while in high school, Colonel Tripp from the Junior RC said this of him: "Tony was in the program since he was a freshman. I really saw him develop into a leader. By the time he was a senior, there was no question where he was going, that being the U.S. Army." Well, just like Anthony knew that he would serve, so does this year's recipient, Daniel Rodriguez. Like Anthony, Daniel also exhibited the desire to lead and motivate those around him. His plans following high school is to enlist in the U.S. Navy and pursue the nuclear program. Moving on to the Donald Fisher Service Award. Corporal Fisher graduated from Brockton High School in 2002. He is the first graduate of Brockton's Junior RC program to be killed in military duty and was first listed on the program's Roll of Honor. With little over 1 month left in country during his second tour, he died in a convoy vehicle collision in Kirkuk, Iraq on Veterans Day 2002. At the young age of 21, so Corporal Fisher was a respectful, low-key kid who possessed a strong desire to serve his country. And just like Corporal Fisher, Giuliano Andrei, our award recipient for this year, is also a quiet individual who expresses a strong desire to serve. In our program, Giuliano was involved in all aspects of the program's after-school activities. He desires to continue this commitment to serve. As such, he's studying to qualify with the military entrance exam so that he may join the U.S. Army. Thank you very much, you two. At this time, I'll be followed by Mr. Breanna for the Music Department Award.
Good morning. It is my pleasure to present the Music Award this year to two outstanding students, which I will call right now, Nicholas Trimfield and Etienne. We start with the band award here. Nicholas Trimfield I had the pleasure of knowing this young man since the 4th grade. He doesn't remember that, but at a lesson that I actually went to observe more of my teachers at the Hancock School. It was after several other years, in the 5th and so on in the 6th, that I realized that he was definitely going to come to Brockton High School and be one of my top students at BHS. Nick is not only a wonderful musician, but also an excellent student and a terrific young man. His performance here with ensembles have always been the best of his ability, no matter what I challenged him with. He has been one of the most dedicated and hardworking students that I've ever seen in many years that I've been directing all these ensembles. His performances include marching band, concert band, jazz ensemble, pit orchestra, and for our musical and honor winner ensemble. His dedication and talent has earned him the principal seat for all the ensembles that he's been associated, and in 2018 with the Southeastern District Concert Band. Nick is a talented and dedicated, his dedication, talent and dedication will be missed next year, as I wish him the very best of luck. He'll be attending the University of Lowell, where he will be majoring in computer science. Nick?
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Stay here, okay? Why you move over? Come on over here. Now going to read this. I asked Mr. Cunningham to say something about this young lady here. Although you might see us on Broadway, right? We had a little skit going, and we're expecting Broadway to call us any moment right now. Okay, but Jade Etienne, Mr. Cunningham, I told him to say a few words. You know, he had like 9 pages written down about you, but I got it down to 1. What he says, she's a bright, articulate, love of learning, and unyielding work ethics, gifted musician, a wonderful sense of humor. Is that true? Yeah. Okay. Always with a smile, as you can see. And what comes to mind when he thinks of Jay. In the choral program, BHS, she has truly done it all. She has been a member of the repertory chorus, concert choir, Brockapella, harmonics, chambers, singers. She has performed with the annual cabaret and participated in all of our 4 spring musicals. This year, receiving a nomination for Best Supporting Actress as Meta Larkin in Newsies. So this is what her and I are going to go on Broadway on right there. Jade has been accepted into the Southeast District of Massachusetts Senior District Chorus for 4 years and Massachusetts All-State Chorus for 2 years. She has also had the privilege of being selected into 2018 American Choral Directors Association Eastern Division Honor Choir in Pittsburgh, and in 2019 Honor Choir in Kansas City. Outside of school, Jade has stayed active playing the violin in various orchestra and singing in her church. I didn't know you played an instrument. I do. I would have had you in a band. Jade is a true Renaissance woman who has enriched the BHS choral during the 4 years, and she will be greatly missed. I wish her nothing but the very best as she attends Gordon College for a vocal performance this fall. Jade Etienne. I'll be seeing this, okay? And now we'll call on Sarah Richards, the Art Department, to present the Arts Award.
Good morning. It's my pleasure to present the Pasquale Murano Art Award to Ben Mccoy. Ben has been a leader in our fine arts program here at Brockton High. He's excelled in each course he's taken and displayed continuous mastery in both conceptual and technical skill. He's been a student in our advanced placement art studio course both his junior and senior year. He has exhibited an outstanding amount of growth in his creative voice through this time. This year, he has created a series of 12 works that dealt with the pressures of being an adolescent in society today. Ben exemplifies what we admire in young artists. He is passionate about his concept, consistently assesses the design of his pieces, and continuously engages in the exploration of medium and execution. Ben's work has been exhibited and won many accolades in various exhibitions: the Harbor One Art Show, Scholastic Art and Writing Awards, and the Brockton Public Library Art Smart Show. He won that 2 years in a row. But beyond the showcase and the accolades, here stands a young man who is always kind and thoughtful and eager to provide his classmates with provoking feedback, encouraging his peers within the art studio. This is why we're proud of Ben. In the fall, Ben will attend Massachusetts College of Art and Design, and we cannot wait to see how he grows as an artist and a young man. We wish him the best of luck and success, and we will miss him here in the art department. Congratulations, Ben. Next, I'd like to present the Carroll Thomas Theater Choice Award to Jolie Pulveri. Joey exemplifies all the qualities of a student who's passionate about theater and the performing arts. Joey started as an Act 1, Scene 1 performer, and I just saw that clip the other day, and it blew me away. He then performed here. He went on to work on, direct, and star in 15 productions here at Brockton High School. He placed 4th in the state for his monologue contest entry this last December. He's won multiple All-Star Art Awards, both this year and last year for acting roles in the Massachusetts Drama Festival. Most recently, he delivered a tour de force performance as Jack Kelly in our musical Newsies, as you can see on the walls here. Lots of pictures. Joey will attend Emerson College in the fall, and he'll pursue a career in journalism. Joey is a true example of a star here in our theater program. As the saying goes, when you believe in something strong enough, anything is possible. Congratulations, Joey. And now I'd like to introduce Miss Renee Leahy for the Nursing Award.
Good morning. My name is Renee Leahy, and I'm one of the nursing instructors here at Brockton High School. It is my absolute pleasure to present the Best All-Around Nursing Student Award to Harriet Feijou. Harriet's been in our nursing program for 4 years. I've had her in nursing 1, 2, and then she just finished up nursing 3. She completed her clinical program at the nursing assistant nursing home, and she just finished getting her pinning ceremony. She has completed several certifications, and she will be taking her CNA test very, very soon. Harriet is an excellent academic student, but not only that, she's just a kind soul. She seeks out students that need help, and she helps them. She stays after school without even being asked. I would just find her in my classroom after school saying, there's a student that needs some extra help. She's gonna meet me after school, or he's gonna meet me after school. I'd like to give them a hand. And I just feel that she really exemplifies what it is to be a student here at Brockton High School. Harriet is going to be an excellent nurse someday. She is hoping to pursue that career when she leaves here and starting in the fall. So I wish her all the best. Thank you. Now I would like to call up Miss Melissa Shepard.
Good morning. Melissa Shepard couldn't make it today. My name is Margot Masson. I'm the Director of Community Schools, and I am very honored to present Shantae Winbush with the Project Grad Award. Shantae started at Project Grad when she was pregnant. Before Kehlani was born, Shantae spent a period in the daycare watching how the staff cared for infants and asking a lot of questions. After Kehlani was born and Shantae came back to school, it was hard for her as a new mom. She welcomed advice and was grateful for the support of the Project Grad staff. Over time, she matured as a mom and became more confident in her abilities to care for Kehlani. Today, she has a strong bond with her daughter, who always lights up when her mom walks in the room. Shantae worked just as hard on her studies, and we are so very proud of her. Everyone at Project Grad knows she has a bright future ahead for her and Kehlani. Congratulations, Shantae. Next up is Cheryl Leach and Julianne Sullivan to give out the Peer Mediation Award.
Good morning, everybody. So my name is Cheryl Leach, and Mrs. Sullivan couldn't make it. She's teaching someplace at the moment. So, and this award this year is going to Riva Latour, but I don't see her, right? Am I right? Okay. So I'll just make this short. I do want you to know that we chose Riva this year. Well, first of all, because she's been with us since her freshman year, and I think that I always say it takes a special person to sit down with people who are in pain and are frustrated and are angry and are sad. And Riva was one of those really special people that could handle that. And she always went above and beyond as well and would seek out those people and befriend them and, walk them back to class and say, listen, I'm here if you need someone to talk to. So she always did that for us. I would like to also say, I want to address the seniors in the room and leave you with this quote from Gandhi, who is one of the greatest peacekeepers of all time. What I'd like to leave you with is this: don't sit around and complain about your problems or the problems of the world, and don't rely on other people to fix it. As Gandhi said, be the change you wish to see in the world. And that's how Riva lives her life. And so take hold of that, and best of luck to all of you, okay? Thank you. And I think, here we go. The end.
So again, congratulations. I think there's a couple of other groups of folks we should recognize at this moment. Obviously, your parents and your families had a lot to do with your success, as well as some of the administrators and teachers that spoke today. So let's give them a big round of applause.